Really? Oh my god, these cards are freaking nuts! What's going on, my friend? This is SynchroGuy, and today I'm here to share with you my thoughts on the brand new Tenyi cards I got reviewed a couple of days ago, and holy cow, are they good! Like, oh my god, they are so good! Not just for their own archetype, but they're also good for other Wyrm-based archetypes, like Swordsoul. These new cards are set to come out in the Supreme Darkness set, which won't be coming to the TCG until January of next year, and it's going to be a bit longer before they come on to Master Duel. But still, I thought it would be cool to go over these cards, share my thoughts on them, and of course share with the idea of like how many copies of these cards you should be playing, if you want to. Real quick though, don't forget to click that like button if you enjoyed the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to get more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content. Alright, let's check these cards out. Alright, so first up we have Tenyi Surya. Her effect reads, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First effect, if you control a Wyrm monster or a non-effect monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Second effect, if this card is sent to the graveyard as sacred material for a Wyrm monster, you can special summon one Tenyi Link monster from your extra deck. It cannot be used as Link material, then you lose life points equal to its Link value times 1000. Oh my god, this is the best card ever! This card is seriously amazing, not just because, well, it's super easy to get out, but in a deck like Swordsoul, it's a good way to help extend your plays, especially when our opponent interrupts us when we try to do a Moye play. Like, seriously, like, now and next time your opponent, stops your Moye, you can special summon her out to the field, and you're still good to go. And the other cool thing about this card is that she replaces herself. In terms of card economy, if you had this card in the field and another Wyrm monster and 3 cards in hand, that would be a total of 5 cards in your possession. Normally then when you do your synchro play, you go down to 4 cards. But thanks to her effect, you get to special summon a Tenyi Link monster straight away from your extra deck, so now you're still at 5 cards. So again, hey, you didn't lose any card advantage, she replaced herself. That's freaking crazy! Not only that, but there's a good amount of Tenyi Link monsters you can summon out with it. Like, you need a non-effect monster, just go for Monk. Or if you need to get back one of your Wyrm monsters later on, just go for Shaman. Or you can really live on the edge and go for the big guy, this Adhara. I hope I pronounced that right. But anyway, she is amazing, whether you're playing a Tenyi deck or a Swordsoul deck. In either case, you want to play 3 copies of her. She is that good. Next up, we have Tenyi Spirit's Mula Adhara. A synchro monster, and his archetype reads 1 turn plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, if this card is synchro summoned and you have 2 or more Wyrm monsters in your graveyard and or banishment, you can add 1 field spell from your deck to your hand. Second effect, this card gains these effects while there is a non-effect monster on the field. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Can make a second attack during each battle phase. Oh. So yeah, this card is pretty good, especially that first part. Keep in mind it says you can have any field spell, any. Now granted, they did try to keep that in check by making it so you have to have Wyrm monsters in your graveyard and or banishment. But still, being able to grab any field spell, there's it may not be crazy right now, but give players some time, they will figure something out. Like, one of the crazy things you could do in a deck like Swordsoul is that you could play like freaking Secret Village of the Spellcasters, which yes, Swordsoul can get away with because we do have Incredible Ecclesia, which is a spellcaster monster. And in fact, one good thing you could do to really ensure you protect that Ecclesia is that when you have her on the field, make sure you also have the Tenyi Link form monster, the Adhara, right, which while there's a non-effect monster on the field along with him, you will protect all of your effect monsters from being targeted for attacks or card effects. So that is... So put that along with the sequence of spellcasters. It's like, yeah, your opponent's gonna have a really tough time. Oh. But anyway, back to this card. The other cool thing is that he can potentially be game ender. Again, he gains 2 attacks during each battle phase while there's a non-effect monster on the field. And again, like unlike most other cards lately, it doesn't have to be with monsters. If your opponent's field is empty, you can just attack your opponent directly with this card twice for 6k damage. That could be a potential game ender. Oh. Okay, so if you're going to play this card in a Tenyi deck, definitely you want to play at least 2 copies of this card in my opinion. Might even 3. Right? But if you're playing this card in like a Swordsoul deck, I say about either like 1 to 2 copies. The reason for 2 copies would be like you could use one to go into a link play for one like your monk or something, and then you can bring out the second one to end the game as quickly as possible, which for a Swordsoul deck might be very beneficial, so keep that in mind. And then finally we have the brand new field spell, Eternal Perfection of the Tenyi. And this card reads, you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You can only use a second effect with this card's name once per turn. First effect, when this card resolves, you can add one vessel for the Dragon Cycle or Heavenly Dragon Circle from your deck to your hand. Second effect, you contribute one more monster, then target one monster on the field, destroy it. Third effect, once per turn during the end phase, you can send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, place one Flawless Protection of the Tenyi from your deck or graveyard face up in your field zone. So this card, yeah, so this is a card you'll probably want to be searching off of the brand new Synchro Monster, obviously. Like, and its field spell is definitely really good. I will say, definitely a lot better than the first one, I will say. So when it activates, you get to add either the Vessel of the Dragon Cycle, which is the Tenyi archetype's Foolish Burial, or Heavenly Dragon Circle, which is the quick play spell we Swordsoul players would use to like try to ensure our dodge the target effects that get target our Moe and such. So yeah, with this field spell, how you get to add any one of these cards to your hand, which is definitely really good. And like makes it a little bit easier. And now with this, we can actually get away with playing a little less copies of this card, so we don't have to clog up our hands and such. And the other cool thing about it is with its second effect, lets you help you potentially get out any problematic monsters you might be dealing with sometimes, especially something like Chaos Engine, for example. It may not come up too often, but it's nice to have. It's nice to have. And then that last effect to get to Flawless Perfection of Tenyi, it's like, it could potentially be good, but I will say like, if you're gonna be playing this brand new field spell, like maybe you want to maybe consider playing the Flawless Perfection of the Tenyi, since you can get it from pretty much from your deck or your graveyard, so almost anywhere. So any Tenyi deck, this new field spell, definitely 3 copies for sure. But in a Swordsoul deck though, I say about like maybe like 2 to 3 copies. And maybe we also throw in one Flawless Perfection of the Tenyi along with it. But like mostly because of that Flawless Protection of the Tenyi, it does an effect that allows you to draw some cards if your opponent special summons a monster while you control a non-effect monster, which for Swordsoul deck could actually be very helpful because we don't always have a lot of chances to get extra resources to your hand at times. So yeah, with all this brand new support, let's see, are these gonna push Tenyi or Swordsoul to like tier 1 status in the meta? Maybe not. Tenyi by yourself, probably not. But Swordsoul though, there could be a good chance. I mean, Swordsoul was meta relevant a couple years ago, so this could really help like push it back into the scene a bit. Like if not tier 1, then it could probably like bring me like tier 2, tier 3. Like I feel like you could definitely see Swordsoul with this brand new support at the regional level. Oh, that's my take. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the brand new cards. I am so excited for when we get these new cards into the TCG and on Master Duel. Like, this is gonna be so much fun. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you thought on this brand new cards, and let me know if there's any like fun little tricks or combos you thought of with these brand new supports. I'd love to hear from you. But anyway, my friend, thank you so much for watching, and on behalf /had an awesome day today.